22nd Annual ING Media Awards Program. We appreciate you taking time out of a busy day to be with us. And I know we're still missing a couple of folks, but we want to go ahead and get started. First of all, I would like to give a great big thank you to the committee chair for the ING Media Awards this year and last year from Goff Mesquite, Nevada, Cody Law. Cody, would you please stand up? A lot of work goes into that. Thank you, Cody. I would also like to thank our sponsors, Jeff Hamilton from Golf Pack Travel, Jason Wilson from Gallus Golf, and Jim Chester from Assured Products. You'll hear from Jim tonight at our ING ING Happy Hour and Media Reception at 5:30, so be sure to come back for that. But please thank them for helping make this a possibility. Okay, at this time I'd like to introduce the president of ING from Golfing Magazine in Long Island, Mr. John Glosick.
Thank you, Michael, and thank you for being here this afternoon. I've been asked a couple questions about the cupcakes that are on the table, so if you haven't had one, they're amazing. Try it. So I thought I'd tell you a short story about the cupcakes. I was here at the PGA show 2 years ago down in the apparel section. One of the companies was having their 20th anniversary. So I go down for the cocktail reception after the show, and there's hundreds of people there. There's food, there's a band, there's cocktails, and there's this table of hundreds of cupcakes. And I bite into one, and it is amazing. And I say to myself, this is the best cupcake I've ever tasted in my life. That night I'm having dinner and I'm thinking about this cupcake I had. I'm like, geez, where could I go get it? I actually MapQuest it and find out the bake shop is 26 miles on the other side of Orlando. And I'm from New York, and I say to myself, geez, 26 miles, I could probably be there in 15 minutes. Drive to the other side, it actually takes me about 45 minutes, 2 tolls later, and I'm thinking, this is the most expensive cupcake I've ever bought. Get there, I buy 4 of them. Eat them by myself the next 2 days of the show. Absolutely amazing. I'm home 3 weeks later back on Long Island, and I'm thinking about this cupcake again, and I'm like, you're an idiot. And I actually called down to the bake shop just to tell them, I figured, listen, I gotta let these people know this is the best cupcake I've ever had in my life. Leave a message. I actually get a phone call from the woman that owns it, Hollis Wilder. She calls me up, we talk about it. I said, well, here it is, Hollis Wilder, and I'll get to this in a minute and explain what this is. But she calls me back, and I talk about crumbs and how they were on The Apprentice, and I live in New York, and I'm always having some pretty good food. I said, but these are the best cupcakes I've ever had in my life. Fast forward 2 years, about 2 weeks ago, I think about these cupcakes again. I shoot her an email. She hasn't heard from me in a while. I said, listen, Hollis, you're probably not going to remember me. 2 years ago, I had your cupcakes, told you they're the best I've ever had. 10 minutes later, she calls me back. I'm like, wow. Calls me, we talk about the cupcakes again. I said, listen, I need 100 cupcakes at the ING Media Awards on Thursday. No problem. Since then, she is the 2-time champion on the Food Network Cupcake Wars. And this is 1,000 cupcakes. How does this all tie into golf? 1,000 cupcakes at the George Lopez Celebrity Charity Golf event in LA that she won on the show. And these are her cupcakes. They're the best. Take them with you. There's actually a little container if you want to take it and eat one. They have them. Enjoy it. They're phenomenal. So I thought I'd share them with you. They're really great. No, just no plug for them, but I had them here at the show. Actually, if you walk around in the apparel section, I know there's another 400 down there. Won't tell you where. Go sniff them out. Anyway, enough about the cupcakes. A couple housekeeping items. This afternoon, Mike already mentioned, at 5:30 to 7 o'clock is our happy hour. Come on back up. Might be a couple cupcakes still left, but it's going to be packed in here. Some cocktails, some fun, a lot of networking. Tomorrow in this room again is the Industry Honors Awards at 1 p.m. and also with a Q&A with Paula Creamer. Fast forward further down the road, in May is the ING conference in Greenville. It's at an Embassy Suites. Now, I already mentioned I'm from New York, and you mentioned Embassy Suites, and you go like, oh, Embassy Suites. This place is phenomenal. Don't think Embassy Suites, think of like the World Golf Village Hall of Fame. If you've ever been there, that grand atrium around the hotel, great property, golf course right on property. Not too far down the road is the BMW Test Center. If any of you guys want to test drive a BMW, they got a test track out there, 1.7 miles. Go have some fun, go do 140 miles an hour in a BMW. Also, interesting enough, and actually right at this time, today and tomorrow, who here is in sales and has never heard of Jeffrey Gitomer? Raise your hand. Jeffrey Gitomer. Come on up. I have something for you. This is Jeffrey Gitomer's #1 best-selling book. He's sold millions of them around the world. He is actually at the Embassy Suites today and tomorrow giving a sales presentation to hundreds of people. And if the PGA show didn't conflict with that, that's where I'd be today. The place is phenomenal. You really want to check it out, and I hope you join us at the conference in May. At this time, I'd like to introduce our MC for the awards. He's an ESPN billiards broadcaster. He's married to one of the ladies on the professional billiard tour. She's a world champion. She's known as the striking Viking, Ava Lawrence. He's also can be seen on the Hole-in-One Playing to Your Strengths. He's the co-founder of that. He's from Long Island. He hasn't been back there in a while, so I thought I'd remind him of his upbringing, and I got 2 words to say to him. Yeah, baby. Go Giants. Mr. Mitch Lawrence.
Yeah, baby. Thanks. I can just go now that I've seen that. Hi, everybody. Thanks, John. Thanks, Mike. Everybody doing well? God, the excitement, tangible, palpable. I'm happy to be here. I'm thrilled to be here. I want to thank John, Mike, Mandy, Linda, everybody, the whole staff of ING. Those of us who've been involved for a while know the work that goes into putting Club ING together, Club ING, during the show, and it's a place of respite for all of us who are involved in the game. This is a great day for us, the Media Awards, and there's a reason I said that. Before I get started, though, I do want to mention one thing to everybody. I noticed that some of you, this is a very connected room. Everybody here is very involved in business and wants to keep things going. I heard, without mentioning names, a cell phone go off. I want to make sure all the cell phones are turned off and that none of you are actively involved in social media at this moment. And I have a good reason for saying it. John mentioned my wife, Ava, who at the moment is up in Michigan getting ready for a WPBA Classic Tour event in billiards. And this morning I was walking around the floor and I got a text from her that said, how's it going? And I texted her back what I thought was everything's okay, but what she got on the other end was every thong is okay. So my warning to all of you is be careful, be careful, be careful. I am in particular trouble because my wife is very good with a pool cue. I said I was happy to be here, and there's really a good reason for it. I think we live in a time when we were having this discussion today, there's a lot of noise. There's a lot of strident people voicing their opinions and telling us how everything should be. And so when you're dealing with media, as we are here today, the actual definition is a means of communication that reach or influence people widely. And I kind of looked it up because I wanted to remind myself. The word media has been tossed around lately for a number of years now as something that has kind of a bad connotation to it. And I've been involved in it for a long time, and a lot of the people that are in this room have been also. And so when we get a chance to celebrate people who work hard at what they do and who want to communicate ideas in a thoughtful way, we're really lucky that we can recognize them. And that's why we're here today to do just that. I am honored to be able to announce the people who've won this award. First, John mentioned a little housekeeping. I'm going to do that. Mike already thanked all the committee chairs and the judges, the people who worked during the year, and this is a long process. There's a lot that's involved in refining this and getting the outstanding achievement winners and the winners here, so we thank them. Integrity is a big word here at ING. I've been a part of this process, and I know that the utmost is done to kind of keep it straight and narrow and everything done in a way where, for the most part, all of us who've been involved feel very comfortable with the award the way it's done. The winners and the outstanding achievers are determined by an independent panel of 3 judges in each category. And there's a point system that uses several criteria. I was going to memorize this and just rattle it off, but I tried to do that. My mind isn't what it used to be, and when I practiced it this morning, the opening monologue from Richard III came out. So I didn't think you guys wanted to hear that, so I'm just going to read it. The writing categories, determinations are made by the judges without knowledge of the person responsible for the work, which I think is fantastic. Each category coordinated by a volunteer category chairperson who selects the judges. The number of outstanding achievers in each category is determined by the number of entries combined with the range of scoring. So that's how we determine all that. For those of you who are going to be recognized today, the outstanding achievers, if you would stand and come see the lovely and talented Mandy Bumgardner, not Mike, but sitting next to, there's Mandy down there, for your award, if you can stand and do that. If you hear your name called as a first place winner, then what we'd like you to do is come up on the stage, come over here, and 2 of our great sponsors, Jason and Jim, one at a time will walk up with the award. We'll take a picture of you. And that will be it. The outstanding achievers, we want to get your pictures as well for time purposes in an attempt to move this thing along. We'll do that at the end of the ceremony, and so that people who have appointments can get to those appointments. Okay? Any questions? There will be a quiz. And right now you all failed. Okay. Let's get to it. The first category is apparel writing. The outstanding achiever in this category, Ellen Elbricht from New England Golf Monthly for Golf Fashion Forward. You can applaud. Feel free to applaud. Even though the outstanding achievers obviously did not win the first place award, this is really great stuff, and the competition was really close and everything, so worthy of applause. The first place winner in this category, Catherine Dyson, Southern New England golfer, for Dreading the Team Uniform Selection. Jason is coming up. Catherine, if you would come up. You can just look out there. That's great. Feel free to talk amongst yourselves while the pictures are being taken.
I was going to jump off.
That would be wonderful. Congratulations, Catherine. Next category, business writing. The outstanding achiever in this category, Tony Deere, cybergolf.com. One of these shows is not like the other. And the first place winner is Ed Travis from Golf Oklahoma, Clubmaker Support Tee It Up Initiative. Ed? A worthy winner. Thank you. Thank you. Appreciate it. Great. All right. Our next category is competition writing. Outstanding achievers, 2 of them, both very, very worthy. Mike Kern, Philadelphia Daily News for The Great Unknown, and Adam Shupak from Golf Week, Homecoming in the Heartland. Yeah. And the first place winner, Gary Van Sickle from Sports Illustrated for The Trials of Job.
John was right about those cupcakes, by the way.
Go Yankees. I'm taking advantage. I got the mic, man. The guy's got a Yankee hat on. Okay. The next category is television. Outstanding Achiever, our very own Tony Leodora, Inside Golf on Comcast Sports, Philadelphia, for Woodlock Resort in the Poconos. Stand up, Tony. Tony. We've known each other a long time. The first place winner is Dave Lockhart from Chicago District Golf for TV for Golf in Michigan. And as Dave walks up here, the judge's comment on this one was fast-paced, very diverse, entertaining, terrific highlights footage. I thought I'd share that with you.
Really?
Yes.
That's nice to hear.
Did you not feel that way?
I thought it was good. Appreciate it, thank you.
Profile writing. Our outstanding achievers, Robert DeCesare from Brockton Enterprise, One-Eyed Ace. This is also outstanding achievers. There are three. Catherine Dyson from Fairways and Greens for Cornish Game Plan. Catherine back there. Adam Shupak from Golf Week for Golf's Great Divide. Three very worthy outstanding achievement winners. And Keep Standing Adam, our first place winner, Adam Shupak, Golf Week for Family First. I'll read what one of the judges said about Adam's piece. The author painted a complete picture in addition to the writing style. I love the comprehensiveness of the piece. He answered every question that popped into my mind. Okay, travel writing. And this is obviously always something that generates a lot of interest, not that the other ones don't, but getting people around and having the ability to play golf in different places is such a big part of all of our business. Three outstanding achievers in this category as well. The first, a man who I know for a fact to be on his way to Hawaii right now, where he will spend 10 days doing just this, travel writing. Feel free to be as jealous as you want. Darren Bunch from Fairways and Greens magazine for Wild and Spooky Fun. Tony Deere from cybergolf.com for Red Rock Rom. And someone who I know is indeed here from Fairways and Greens magazine, Vic Williams from The Essential Bandon. And our first place winner is Elisa Gaudet, cybergolf.com, Golf, a Romantic Affair at Cabin Bluff. Elisa. Okay. Let us see. Book author is our next category. Our outstanding achievers, two of them. Tony Roberts, Golf's Finest Par 3s. Oh, and let's see. Adam Shupak, Dean Beeman, Golf's Driving Force. Two outstanding achievements. And the first place winner is David Barrett, Miracle at Marion. David's not with us today, so if you want to stand there and take a picture by yourself. No, I'm kidding. All right. Congratulations to David. Our next category, photography. There's only one winner. It is the first place winner in this category. And the winner is Bob Solorio from Fairways and Greens for Bouncing Bill. And Bob is not here, but the one and only Vic Williams from Fairways and Greens will accept on his behalf. Congratulations, Bob. Yeah, thanks. Bob. Okay, equipment writing is our next category. Outstanding Achiever, one. Once again, Darren Bunch, Fairways and Greens magazine, for an editorial piece of equipment writing near and dear to my heart called Hickory Dickering, about those of us who love the hickory game. And our first place winner, a repeat winner today, Ed Travis, New England Golf Monthly, for the best apps in golf. Speaking of technology. Appreciate it. Way to go, man. Thanks. Jason, you getting a workout? Good. Next category, radio. Obviously one of the great mediums that we have. We have a couple of outstanding achievers. First one, Holly Gagan, the Golf Insider's ESPN Orlando for British Open preview. You may stand and be recognized. And Vince Mastracco, Golf Talk Sacramento, LPGA Tour Commissioner Michael Wan. And our first place winner for really one of the great shows that I have heard. I live in Myrtle Beach and I was down there. Tony Leodora, Golf Talk Live, golf.com, World Amateur. Tony?
You're on that show.
Congratulations.
Thank you very much. Thanks.
Judges' comment on Tony's show. Hard to believe that a one-hour show could include this many interviews. I was never bored. The interview with David Faherty was classic. We will remember that one for a long time. Our final category today, opinion and editorial writing. This is a particular favorite of mine. I think this is something that when people really do it well and they get to the core of who they are and they help us realize the core of a lot of issues that we care about too. So it's a good one to end on. 3 outstanding achievers. Mike Kern, Philadelphia Daily News, new winners galore. Adam Schupak, Golf Week, Politics, Trump Merit with presidential picks. And Gary Van Sickle from John Garrity, Top50.com, Remembering Pittsburgh's Needle. And our first place winner in the opinion editorial category, Gary Van Sickle, Sports Illustrated, Get Real, USGA. Thanks, guys. Okay, how about a hand for all of our outstanding achievers and winners? And actually for everybody who contributed, for everybody who worked this year. Just not being recognized here does not mean, obviously, that there was not a lot of great work done during the year. There's a lot of big issues facing the game and the business of the game, so we appreciate everybody who keeps their job going so we can keep ours going. We are going to, ING, Mandy in particular, is going to be responsible for putting up on the website in the coming weeks all the things to be read. So you can go there, just keep your eyes on the ING website. You'll be able to read everything. For now, there's a couple of pamphlets that will include all that over there on the ING member magazine table. So if you're interested in reading any of the great work, just go over there and take a look. Okay, so thanks again to everybody. Remember, this afternoon, 5:30 to 7, there'll be a happy hour, a lot of interesting talk, and I would venture to say, knowing this group, there'll be some fun during happy hour had here. Tomorrow, the industry honors at 1 o'clock and a question and answer session with Paula Kramer. Thank you all for being here. Have a wonderful, wonderful show.